we're gonna go over the top 10 moves in Smash Ultimate, because there are a lot of good moves. I did this forever ago, and god, that list was bad. I put Ganon Nair as a top 10 move. I put his Nair as like the best Nair in the game somehow. We're gonna go over the top 10 moves with a couple honorable mentions. And so first, I want to go over honorable mention number 1. So my first honorable mention is Peach. Her float. Technically, it's not a move, so I didn't want to put it, but float on any single character makes them busted. It gives you super low aerials. It gives so much more of a combo game. It is actually insane. Basically, all of her moves on any other character aren't that good, because it's like, if Peach had to short hop and like just do this the whole time, she would be a bad character, like literally not a good character. But float is technically not a move, so I didn't want to put it as a top 10 move, even though as a mechanic, it's absolutely broken and would be good on literally every single character in the game. There is not a single character that would not want this, because you don't even have to use it all the time, but you could. And also it can help you recover, which is broken. It's so good. Like, it literally would lead to drag downs, at least to longer combos for literally everyone. For literally everyone, it would make it better. Like, if I could just do float nairs with Pika, I just infinite every single person in the game, you know? Like, float's broken. Second up, in terms of honorable mention, is Foresight. Foresight, again, also not really a move, but it's broken. Again, it would literally be good on every character, because it means that multi-hit moves are invalid on shield, it punishes projectiles on literally any character. Foresight is maybe not preferred, because some characters want better rolls instead, because Mithra, the balance is that Mithra has bad rolls, or like bad defense options in general, but like, it's broken. It's so good. And it is literally one of the things that puts Mithra over the edge, as you saw in my Why I Think Mithra is Really Good video. So that's honorable mention number 2. Again, not really a move, it's more of a mechanic, but I did want to mention it really quick. And the only honorable mention that's actually a move is Magnet. Listen, I thought maybe it was actually a top 10 move, but I'm very biased against Ness, and I think Ness is ridiculous. So I didn't want to just put it and be like, I think Ness is good, therefore I think Magnet is top 10. Magnet is ridiculous though, because the combos you get off of this move are really good. Of course, you have things like the double jump Magnet Bear, you have the double Magnet hit combos that people have been doing recently. He has like the infinite with Magnet, which is just this, I'm pretty sure. Like this thing is just like ridiculous. Like, that's so good. So again, it might actually be a top 10 move. This was my number 11. I literally put like 12 moves on the list, and then I ended up cutting Magnet and just made it an honorable mention instead. But this move's ridiculous. It also makes his disadvantage better. Of course, it heals you, it can turn you around, so it just is very useful. It has like no cooldown. You have to like pretty much hard read it in order to punish it, unless your reaction time is literally that of a god. So this move is just, it's incredibly versatile, and it opens up a lot of people's offense if they had it, like even if they swapped their down Bs, because it allows you to get landing hitboxes into, like, again, like even things, it can combo into stuff, right? It's not like it's just like, oh, it's only good in neutral. Oh, I got it. Like, that's a combo, so like other characters can get kill confirms with it. Magnet's ridiculous, but I think it is just barely outside of top 10, because when I was thinking of what my top 10 moves in the game were, I was thinking like, what is a really degenerate move? What's a move that just completely wins matchups? And while Magnet is very good, I don't think it's like, haha, you win 10 to 15 matchups in this game strictly because of Magnet. So I didn't want to put a top 10. But let's get into the actual list. For the number 10 move in the game, it's really funny because I don't even consider it Pikachu's best move in a vacuum, but, or rather like on Pikachu, but in a vacuum, I think that the best move on Pikachu and the number 10 move in the game is back air. It auto-cancels, it is one of the best, if not the best edge guarding move in the game, because it lingers and it hits out and it's so good. It also hits kind of low. Back air by itself wins matchups. There are so many matchups where if back air didn't function the way it did, if it hit on either side, or if it didn't auto-cancel, then like Pikachu would struggle more with the Belmonts, Pyra, basically every character that it's like, oh, I can just edgeguard them, right? Because I would have to do significantly different combos. Like, sometimes you don't even have to Nair Loop with Pikachu, which is one of his best combos, because you just have back air. It's good against Joker, it's good against so many top tiers, it's good against so many mid tiers, it's good against so many low tiers. It just exploits a million characters. Also, it has a good landing hitbox, it is really hard to punish, it's -12 and you pancake, so it's really, really difficult. Pikachu's back air is better than like the bottom 6 characters in this game, right? Like, it's so good, and it's degenerate is what it is, and it sets up for, like, such easy positions that is just ridiculous. And yes, Pikachu has a bunch of other tools that allow back air to shine, like Thunder Jolt specifically, but I think that if back air functioned exactly the way it does with, like, auto-canceling, any character would want, like, almost any character would want this back air. Like, unless you really struggle to kill. But even then, like, getting that is ridiculous, and getting off stage, like, it sets up for such good edge guarding, or edge trapping if you don't want to edge guard. It's so good. It's amazing. The second best move in this game is Charge Shot, because you go! What do you do? What do you do against this move? Do you have a Reflector? If not, do you have an Absorb? Do you have Min Arm? If not, you have to Approach. And this move does a bajillion damage. Well, okay, maybe Link is a bad choice. Let me switch. Do you have a Hylian Shield? The biggest reason that it's the best Charge Shot in the game. And some part of that's also the fact that Samus has a Tether Grab, but this move does everything you want. It is a ledge trap move, because you can just always shoot it at any time if you can just react. It kind of hits behind Samus too. Like, it kind of hits behind Samus, so it's really good for edge trapping was kind of the point. Like, if you roll off of ledge, you're gonna get hit by it. It does a ton of damage. It confirms at literally every percent. At higher percents, you get things like medium small charge shot into forward smash, which kills, which I got on Sonic's the other day. It can lead into back air. It can lead, like, you get crazy confirms off of it. Something I've never done, but like, that's kind of a combo a little bit. I don't really know how it works 100%. I'm not the Samus main, but like, I've seen Quick lab that, and it's ridiculous. It beats out projectiles. It eats other projectiles. It's just so good, and it combos into, like, literally the entire rest of Samus's kit, which is ridiculous. I'm intent on killing this DK at 45, if y'all can't tell. Look at that. Look at that combo. It's so dumb. The point is, Samus's Charge Shot leads to a lot. It kills by itself. It does a ton of damage. It wins neutral just by existing, because it's, like, all charge, projectiles are jump cancelable in this game, and then you can confirm it into so many things. Like, why did that work? It would work for so many characters and so many aerials. It's absolutely ridiculous, and it wins games by itself. Like, this move beats Sonic 55-45. This is number 8. I tried to make this as ordered as possible. You know what it is. It's this move. It's Ram Smash Attack. Because it has the backwards hit, it can hit up, it's so versatile, and it just wins games by itself. You hit people off stage, so many characters. There's literally like 20 or so characters that just die to just doing that over and over and over again. That was it. That's all it is. It is a combo tool, of course. I mean, granted, that's Winmin specifically, but it's a combo tool. It just covers jump, it covers no jump, it covers go low, it covers go high, it covers go mid, and it is the single most degenerate on-stage edgeguard tool in the game by a significant amount. It's so dumb. It's ridiculous. Like, I missed there, and it still worked. I don't think I need to explain much more. Like, that move is going to be ridiculous, especially when offline hits and you can actually react to stuff. Like, it's so dumb. It's ridiculous. It's so good. It's the best two-framing move in the entire game by a lot. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It doesn't even matter that the charge time got nerfed. It has like 2 seconds still. For number 7, it's not Game & Watch's Nair. It's not Chef. It's Up Air. This move's ridiculous. This is the most non-committal juggle option in the entire game. It is a projectile. You literally cannot beat it unless you have an incredibly fast multi-hit aerial like Ivy Nair or Palu Nair. And in which case, they do that and you just up B them because it's Game & Watch. This move does so much damage. It combos into itself. It literally forces people, it forces you as the opponent of a Game & Watch to either go to ledge or to fast fall air dodge through it. And obviously Game & Watch has a very good punish, which is that for fast fall air dodge. But most characters also have a punish. It's a smash attack. It doesn't kill at 60, but it's a smash attack. So you just do this and you get so much percent, you keep people in the air and you use your ground speed and you can do 2 in a full hop, which is ridiculous. So you can just kind of chase people with this. And then if they air dodge it, you hit them for it. And any character would hit them for it. Like, again, is it necessarily good on every single character? No, because some characters want killing up airs, like Palu up air, for example. But I think that this move has less counterplay because it has less cooldown than most other up airs, period. but especially an up air that is as good as this. It's just a significantly better Mega Man up air. Like, if you air dodge any of these, you're getting nared, you're getting up B, you're getting something. And sure, it doesn't kill, but it doesn't have to. Your move doesn't have to kill in order to be good. It literally wins games by itself because it, like this move, not neutral air. Neutral air makes a really good neutral, but this move is what gives Game & Watch a top 2 or 3 advantage state in the game, because it just up airs you. And if you don't have a counter, or you don't have like one of the 4 aerials that can actually ping with it, you just get hit. Or you have to air dodge. It's so good. And if you don't have air mobility, you're screwed. Like, that move is so good, and I don't care how many people say that Game & Watch's up air is worse than Palu's. It's broken. And I don't, like, and if you don't think that's true, you're wrong. Like, watch Meister sets. See how many times he'll get a single up air and just kill people. He'll just kill them. It is a better juggle tool than literally any other juggle tool in the entire game, and advantage states, especially vertical advantage states, are insane. It is what makes this character good, is because he hits you once. Like, I get hit at 0 and I go, oh, I might die. And I play Pikachu, and Pikachu has quick attack. Like, this move's ridiculous. The single best ground move in the game is on Rob, the zoner character for some reason. It's this move. This move is ridiculous. It is -5 on shield, frame 3, it combos into itself. At lower percents, it can trip, it can combo into grab, it jab locks. It is an all-purpose tool that literally any other character in the game would want. No character is like, I wish I had my down tilt instead of the other down tilt. There's none. This is the best ground move in the game. It's broken. You spam it, DK's heavy, so that just works for no reason. It just goes, okay, cool, boop, rob things, except they're not mashing, but whatever, you get the point. It leads to grabs, it leads to tech chases, it jab locks by itself. It is the reason that Rob, well, it's one of the reasons Rob is as good as it is. I would say Gyro, because Gyro's broken. But one, Gyro's an item, so it's not quite just, it's not like down B is broken. It's like Gyro, the item, is good. And that's like saying turnip is good, or that's like saying banana is good, where anyone is good with the Gyro. So it's not quite like, oh, this move is degenerate specifically on Rob. It's like, no, items are really good in this game. So it's like, there are going to be no items on this list, because I considered it weird, but yeah, like, down tilt's ridiculous. Like, this move is just broken. Like, there's no flaw to it. The flaw is, oh, do you have a frame 4 or faster aerial, or like Mario / Game & Watch up B? Cool, you can like punish him mashing it on your shield. But if you go like, no, not a single Rob I've ever seen goes gyro shield. Never. I've never seen it. So if Rob's actually started to try to hit confirm it instead of just mashing it in neutral, maybe, just maybe, they would be safer and not get hit for it. Because -5 is hella good, especially with a move that's this fast. You can't react. You're not reacting to the first down tilt. So if you do this, people will add a shield to you, and then you get up smash. I messed up doing up smash like 4 times, sorry. It's so dumb. It's so ridiculous. It is the best ground move in the game, bar none, by a lot. Like, by a lot. And I know I put another ground move on here, but also Mimin's Ram forward smash can be used in the air, technically, so it's so good. Number 5 is block, 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 block. Because even though minecart's really good, don't get me wrong, block is so versatile. It can extend combos. There's so much like tech to it, like the slight mining thing, down tilt or whatever, which I don't know how to do. That bullshit. The tech of this move is so high, it obviously allows combos that, like, you know, the more general Steve combos like this. It adds platforms. It makes his disadvantage better. It lets him have the ability to shark because he just does this or whatever, which is like so good. It's so good. And I'm bad with Steve, so like, don't get me wrong, but it is literally the thing that makes Steve 1, unique, and 2, absolutely ridiculous. It can block recoveries. Because you just, why didn't that work? Because you can just say no. You just go, nope, you can't recover Palutena, sorry. You can't recover Chrome, sorry. There's shield break setups. There's so many tricks to this move. It stops projectiles. It's so good. It lets him camp. It lets him be aggressive. It lets him have these weird setups. It's so versatile. And a move that's that versatile, that you have access to it literally all times, can't not be broken. You get smash attacks off stage. The only other character that can do that is Min Min. And Min Min's broken. Like, there is absolutely nothing. The only problem with block is the fact that it's hard as hell to use. It is not an easy tool, but it's absolutely ridiculous. It's so good. Like, top 4 is really hard to pick, but I think I'm going to put number 4 as this thing. The Monado Arts. It's really hard to place this technically because it's so versatile, and it's more, as I kind of mentioned with like float, it feels more like a mechanic than a move to me, because obviously it's not like a move by itself. It's like, it changes your character, which is a little bit different. But I think that the arts are obviously ridiculous. You get damage boosts, you get a really good recovery, you get cheese, you get breaking combos. The fact that you can do it during hit stun is so good. You have dial storage, which allows you to get ridiculous things like fucking just that for no reason, and like so many death combos, and like the tech of this character is also ridiculous. Just like in dial storing, in just playing a solid character. And if any character had all these stat boosts, I think they get better. Are there, I think, better neutral bees? Just like more universally good neutral bees that are easy to use, like Thunder Jolt and Charge Shot? Yeah. But like, this is broken. Like, if Shulk had a normal neutral bee and did not have his arts, he would not be as good of a character as he is. Not even close. Monados are ridiculous. And of course, each of them themselves, like the fact that you can do it during hit stun and break combos is like so dumb. Like, you can get that, which I remember laughing a little bit. I was supposed to get F tilt, not up tilt, but whatever. He gets invincibility when he like switches for no reason, like watch. But like when he switches, he just like gains invincibility for some reason. For no reason. So like, you can time yourself through moves and then just like be like, haha, actually I hit you. Which is like so dumb. It's ridiculous. And then he gets the ability to edgeguard, he gets cheese. Again, as I mentioned everything already earlier, he's ridiculous. It's so good. It's so useful. Number 3. We're at number 3 now. It's this move. Gun. Because not only is it gun, it's gun dash. It's gun dash back. It's this gun. How do you do it on the ground? It's that. It's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. It is so useful of a projectile. And one of the dumbest things is it's not a projectile. You cannot reflect this move. So Joker gets to camp with it. It has a little bit of hit stun. It can jab lock. You get movement off of it. Like the gun dashes and stuff are super cool. You get mix-ups. You get the ability to just invalidate a ton of recoveries that you don't actually know if you have to tech or not. And I don't think anyone actually knows. I don't even think Joker players know when you're gonna be forced to tech or not. Because it's so ridiculous. It's so good. And the move got nerfed. You end combos with it because, like, why not you just go like, huh, and you just recover? Well, maybe not in that exact instant because I'm bad. You get B reverses. And the thing is, one of the reasons I didn't consider a lot of Joker moves is because I considered both Arsene and non-Arsene. So his back air is really good with Arsene, but is it the best move in the game when it's not Arsene? Or is it like up there? No. Well, the problem is, gun becomes ridiculous with Arsene. It's really good without it. You honestly don't need Arsene. And then it's just like, haha, what if it did more damage and comboed better and was bigger and did like so much more damage and has like more range, I think, and like there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with this move in either form, Arsene or not. It's ridiculous. It is so good. It's so versatile, and it's one of the things that keeps Joker as mobile as he is, because you never know when he's gonna shoot in a projectile, especially gun, and it has like no landing. Well, it has a little bit of landing lag, but it's not that much, and it puts you into enough stun. It should never put into stun IMO. That would make the move a lot more reasonable. It makes you land safely because you do this into a down B. It's like, oh man, I got hit really high in the air. Time to double jump and down B and drift away. And like, it's so hard to mess with it. And then if you do, you just hold down B because he's Joker and he has a bunch of other tools. But like, gun, in my opinion, is his best move. It's an edge guarding like that for no reason. That can just work. It's called gun. And it's like, it's a gun. How did you not think it was gonna be broken? Number 2 is Zero Suit Zero. No. It's flip kick. It's flip jump. It's ridiculous. It is the second best move in disadvantage in the game. It has frame 3 invincibility? Frame 5 invincibility? Something like that. It's really early. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, frame 3 invincibility. You can change how you move with it. You can B-reverse it for like extra distance or like to change stuff up. You can hold back. You can hold forward. It's really good. And, of course, other than just being a really good disadvantage tool, it's a spike and it kills. Or, it doesn't have to spike. It can just do this. It can send out. And if you're at the edge, that shit'll kill. It just kills. For no reason. It is what makes Zero Suit as good of a character as she is, because she gets scary at 30% near the ledge. She is scary when you're off stage. Hell, you can even use it to edge guard, because you have the ability to do down B kick. You have the ability on certain characters to go down B flip stool, and it just kills because it spikes, like this thing. You have this, where it buries you on stage, which even though they got nerfed a couple times, it's still really good and really kind of broken, and then it leads to up B, which is ridiculous. It can just do that. Like, it has so many uses. On an incredibly mobile character, they gave her one of the best mobility moves in the entire game that can freak people out. It can bait air dodges, it can cover ledge options, it can just kill just because, you can combo into it, it's 50-50s. Like, there's so little wrong with that move. The only thing wrong with that move, and the reason why it's not #1 over what is actually #1, is because it's a resource. If you get hit, you don't get it back. And that is the only thing wrong with it. And any flaw of down B is just a flaw in Zero Suit itself. It's like, oh man, sometimes you like have to use it to recover. It's like, yeah, because Zero Suit's armor ability isn't super great, and she has a lackluster recovery otherwise. It's so good. It's so versatile. It's so many percents. It's just, yeah. There we go. I'm bad. But like, it's so good. It hasn't, like, the fact that it has invincibility, the fact that you can do it just from ledge means you have to respect her. And like, if people go, oh, it's inconsistent because of the berry stuff, which I saw in chat, it's like, no, it's not inconsistent. It's just how it works. If characters are doing a move, it doesn't bury you. If someone's doing a move in anticipation of down B, that means they're playing around it correctly, because there is some counterplay. There's counterplay to literally everything in this game. Even Monado, there's counterplay. Because there's lag between being able to do the Monados, and there's, whatchamacallit, the cooldowns, right? So everything has counterplay. Like, every move in the game has counterplay. There's no single move in the game that's just like, you don't have counterplay, except you're already in a terrible position, like Game & Watch up air, or min-min down, or min-min forward smash. Like, that's not, you don't have any options ever. That's, in this specific position, you don't have options. That's like being like, oh, well, after you do a move, you're gonna get punished with down B. You have no options. Like, yeah, of course. But it's really good. And then, the #1 move in the game, in my opinion, let me hide it from chat so y'all can't see it. That fucking move. It's up B. Up B's ridiculous. In a game where out of shield options are incredibly important, that's the best out of shield option in the game. In a game where combos and advantage state are super good, he gets out of it. In a game where recoveries and 2-framing is very important, he recovers for free. Consistently. It has invincibility. It goes so high. It is punishable, because if you shield his up B, you can actually jump and punish it, as like a lot of characters in this game, honestly. Like, there's a lot. But the risk reward of this move is absolutely absurd. It combos into stuff for no reason. You can air dodge out of it, so if you're somehow so low that you can't grab the ledge with up B, like, you just air dodge, which is so good. It's a combo ender, but it does 7%, which is pretty decent. It's frame 3, one of the fastest moves in the game. It sets up for literally everything you want. It can kill off stage if you get like the good back airs. Like if you do this thing, it's like, hey, it's a kill move. Also, you can drift back so far, then you live. You can live from up being from here. That's ridiculous. It's so good for edge guarding. It makes Game & Watch so versatile. It makes him able to go off stage, or any character go off stage, and then you just get kills. You get jump reads. It's the best out of shield option in the game. It is the best get off me option in the game. So Game & Watch can just mash up on SDI as he's like getting hit. He's just mashing up on SDI, and then he just is mashing up B, and there's no negative. There's literally no negative to it unless you're going to get hard red in the bubble with something, which no character's going to do. Is it maybe bad at death percent because you can get things like Ike up aired or Zero Suit up aired or like stuff like that? Yeah, there's counterplay, but it's so good in so many situations. It is the move against Game & Watch that is the most annoying because this becomes broken. Shield. Game & Watch is a character that has great neutral and great advantage state, and you finally are like, okay, I'm gonna hit him. No, you're not. You're not gonna hit him. You're not. You're straight up not gonna hit him. There are like 4 moves or 6 moves in the game that are, when they are fresh and full hopped, safe enough to not get hit by his up B. I mean, you can also space, but like just in terms of frame data. Like you have to be so careful when you're hitting Game & Watch that it allows him, because you have to like max perfectly space everything so up B doesn't hit, right? That he just goes, oh, you're spacing around my up B? Dash attack. Oh, whiff punish. Oh, down smash. Oh, up smash, because you're doing this particular timing because you have to do it perfectly or I'm going to up B you. And it opens up so much of his gameplay just by existing. It gets him into advantage for free. It gets him out of bad situations for free. It can extend combos or make people be scared for free. Like, this move is so ridiculous. In my opinion, it is the best move in the game. Of course, there are other good ones that I considered. Thunder Jolt, of course, Grenade, Nikita, Roy side B, Rob side B. There are plenty of really good moves, but a top 10 is really difficult. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed the video or if you disagree or agree with me. The list necessarily doesn't matter, like the order of the list. I tried, but like if something's number 8 and you think it's number 5, that's fine. Let me know if you want me to do an 11 through 20. Because I can do that, because dude, there are just so many good moves in this game. It is ridiculous. I would appreciate any and all of that information just in the comments. This move's broken. I hate it. It's so good. It's ridiculous. It's so good. And yeah, I hope to see you all next time. So bye-bye.